To use the Liftango Carpool rideshare service, you first must register your details with the Wednesday Challenge app. It's as simple as typing in your first name, last name, and phone number. Once this is complete, you will receive a verification email to confirm your account. For the best experience, a user should add their profile picture, vehicle make and model, and registration. Once complete, you can then carpool. Now let's take a deeper dive into the profile section. When you access your profile, you can see important information like trip stats, vehicle registration details, and trip history. You can easily edit your profile and update your details whenever you need to. Vehicle details can also be updated to ensure you have set the correct fuel type and number of available seats in your car. Let's now take a look at the Favorites feature. Setting favorites is easy. Simply select your current location, name it, and then save it as a favorite. You can also type in a common address and save it as a favorite. Having locations saved speeds up the booking process and allows you to quickly select common pickup or drop-off locations. Okay, now you're familiar with some of the features. Let's book a trip. Clicking Driver takes you to the ride creation screen. From there, a user can select their origin and destination, and select the time and date they wish to depart. The user can select one of three options: leave now, leave at, or arrive by a specific time. Once the date and time has been selected, there are additional options that can be taken. A return trip can be set and saves the user from going through the entire flow again. All that needs to be done is specify the time of the return journey. They will then be taken to a confirmation page where they can do a final check. Once confirmed, the app will look for matches and display trip details. The user has a choice to accept the results, and when accepted, the trip details will show up on the home screen. Here's a look at our trip validation feature. When a user clicks into the trip details, they have an option to start their trip. The user can also complete their trip and post feedback. In doing so, it allows for an additional layer of validation. Admin teams can compare proposed trip data with actual trip data. This can be important to discourage carpool fraud and verify rewards eligibility. Once a trip has been completed, you will see the status change on the home screen. Carpool users can view the trip details to see if they are eligible for car park rewards. If an organization has a dedicated car park for carpoolers, when a match occurs, they will be allocated a guaranteed parking space. Users can also communicate between each other by clicking the profile in the trip details. Here, you can see the options. You can text message or make a direct phone call. This makes it easy to update your passenger or driver if circumstances change. Now, let's take a look at the regular rides feature. Regular rides will show up on the booking screen, providing users with a faster way to book their most common trips. All a user needs to do is check that the day is correct and they are ready to book their trip. Once confirmed, the trip details will show up on the home screen, allowing the user to see the match detail and communicate with their carpooler. One other feature is the network filter switch. This allows carpoolers to restrict who can match with them by switching off public network matching. Users can access this by going to their profile and selecting Edit by pressing the three dots in the top right of the screen. Once they are on the Edit screen, they can toggle the network matching feature. When turned on, this allows matching with people outside the user's organization and provides the user with the most opportunity to match a carpool. Now let's see how you can view your ride history. You can access ride history by going into your profile from the menu. You can then select History at the bottom of the screen. Here you will see all the historic trip information. Things like who your carpool passenger or driver was, trip times, dates, and other details. At the touch of a button, you will always have full access to your complete trip history. One convenient feature is the ability to schedule a trip as a driver or rider. This takes the user through the same booking flow but will look for the most optimal match. This means the user may end up being a driver or rider. Choosing this option is best suited to flexible carpoolers that have access to a car or don't mind jumping in with another driver on the day. When the user completes their trip details and confirms them with a final check, a match will be displayed. It is at that time the user will find out if they are driving or riding. Trip details, as always, will be displayed on the home screen, so you can easily see who you are matched with and whether you are a driver or a rider that day.